Amy Roloff on what she learned from her first marriage and why she chose to wed on her ex's farm, exclusive. Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel. USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. ET spoke with Amy and her husband, Chris, about their wedding, their new special and how Chris has integrated himself into the family. Roloff Farms wasn't always an absolute no, regardless. It was on the back burner, a plan B type of thing, because we did have other places where we were looking at. And then by the time we picked a date, those other places went by the wayside. So, Roloff Farms rose to the top. But, to Chris's credit, he really helped me see it in a different perspective. Amy admitted of having their wedding on the family farm she shared with her ex, Matt Roloff. I mean, I've raised my kids there. I've been on that farm for many, many years, but it's also where we met. It's also where our relationship grew and became what it was. So to solidify it, and start our married life with our wedding there, and then going off into the sunset, makes sense. Amy revealed that it was actually Matt who offered the farm up for their special day. And while the former couple definitely went through their fair share of ups and downs before getting to where they are now, the reality TV star shared that their divorce provided her with some valuable wisdom she's taking into her new journey with Chris. I think the one thing that I was very happy and very proud of and definitely hung on to, well, two things maybe. Number one was my faith, but number two was so many women can look down upon themselves that they're not worthy, she shared. They're not good enough. Something must have been wrong or whatever the reason may be, and I came out of it. It's something that broke. It's something that didn't work out, but I'm still good. I'm a good person. I have a heart. Something got lost along the way. But to end a relationship like that in the public eye and still come out, I'm okay with just me. If I never have that opportunity to find someone, I'm good with me. I like being with me. Through their journey, Chris has also integrated and been accepted into the big, extended Roloff family, something he said he's so grateful for. I enjoy being a part of that family, and I'm so grateful that they've all seemed to accept me. Chris gushed. I just look forward to the years ahead, just getting closer and growing together. Amy initially worried that her kids and grandkids wouldn't like the man she chose to move on with, so having them love and accept Chris is the cherry on the cake for her. For me, it's just like the cherry on the cake and everything, because being divorced and hoping one day I would find that special someone. I wanted to be somewhat prepared and mentally prepared, that I may love someone, but it won't be guaranteed that my kids will like who their mom chose or the grandkids and stuff, she shared. My heart is just overflowing with such thankfulness and love that over the 5 years that we've been dating and knowing each other, the kids have been able to get to know Chris and know mom's going to be okay. She picked a great guy. And for them to be so accepting of him, and embracing him within the family and everything. I'm overjoyed, really, because family and my kids are everything to me. With their new special, the newlyweds are looking forward to reliving their big day and sharing their love story and the growth of their relationship and their family with the world. I hope what people see throughout this whole thing is a love story. This is my second one, and this is Chris's first, but I think just the growth of our relationship, through the episodes and prior seasons and now being able to be part of this wedding special, Amy explained. I just hope they see a love story that has grown, has solidified, and I don't know, just happy. We all know relationships take work, but it's so worth it. Little People, Big World star Amy Roloff marries Chris Marek. The couple announced their engagement in September 2019. Congrats are in order for newlyweds Amy Roloff and Chris Marek. The Little People, Big World star married Chris 2 years after the pair announced their engagement. Officiated by Michael Williams, who also walked Amy down the aisle, the couple said their I do's in front of a gazebo. Amy wore a stunning wedding gown from Justin Alexander's Sincerity collection, while Chris wore a black suit, the magazine reports. A day before her wedding, Amy posted a photo from her rehearsal dinner, writing, I can't believe we're just a few short hours till Chris and I are married. The rehearsal is done, complete with bridal shower ribbons bouquet, and now all that's left is to meet Chris at the altar tomorrow. I'm so thrilled and excited to be his wife. Little People, Big World spoilers. Are Chris Marek and Amy Roloff getting ready to move again? Little People, Big World spoilers reveal that fans are confused about what is going on with Chris Marek and Amy Roloff these days. When Amy and Chris got married, they moved into their new home, but there has been some speculation that they are moving once again. Have they moved into a bigger house? Did they leave Oregon? Let's dive deeper to find out more about where they are right now. In 2019, Amy was keeping her fans updated on buying a bigger home and one in her price range. She and Chris actually found the perfect home for them, and they have been doing some renovations to it. The house is 4,000 square feet, and it cost them about $600,000. When they moved into the home, she talked about how much she loved the neighborhood, and she had to get used to the subtle differences though. Amy still had a lot of stuff in storage though, and her fans wanted to know if she needed yet another bigger home. Chris and Amy were married, and it was nice for them to finally have a home together. Their house seemed incredibly nice, and it looked as if they had everything they needed. All of these questions came out during Amy's newest Facebook Live video with her best friend, Lisa. Amy shared a Facebook Live with her fans this past week. As she was talking to Lisa, fans began to notice that things looked a little different in her kitchen. When one of her fans asked her if she moved, she was quick to tell her fans that she would never move because she loves her home so much. Fans that she was actively looking, but right now she loves her home. The couple would like something with a little more room, a little more space. They would also like to have about an acre of land. She added, it's becoming very, very expensive out here. Amy said that if she and Chris end up moving, they will stay in the Pacific Northwest because that is where her kids and grandchildren are. As of right now, Amy is working on her business and promoting it. She is happy with her home right now, but if she and Chris could find more space, and at a decent price, they just may buy and move. LPBW. Why fans think Amy is secretly separated from Chris. Viewers are worried Amy Roloff and her husband Chris Merrick separated after she went on a trip without him. The newlyweds tied the knot back on August 28, 2021, but followers are worried there could be trouble in paradise. Now fans are interested in what is going on in their relationship. Chris and Amy first met on a blind date during a paint and sip social event. Chris bravely asked Amy out on a motorcycle ride, where the two hit it off. After Little People, Big World viewers were worried she would have trouble getting back into the dating world, but she seemed to do just fine. From the moment they began dating, Chris and Amy seemed like a great pair and complemented one another well. The two have been navigating their lives as they get used to living under one roof, but some fans are worried about their relationship status. For a few weeks, Little People, Big World viewers have been worried about Chris and Amy's relationship. Fans noticed Amy left Chris behind on a recent visit to Michigan to be with her family. Fans quickly took the comment section to question where the real estate agent was and why she left him behind. The next few posts also didn't show any inkling of Chris's presence, which caused even more concern among nosy fans. Luckily recently posted a photo of her and Chris hanging out in Florida, hopefully putting the rumors to bed. While most Little People, Big World viewers do not think there is trouble in paradise. However, if there is, Amy is covering up her tracks well. Chris recently turned 60, and Amy made sure to praise her husband on his special day. In the gushy post, the mother of four noted that Chris has changed her life and made her a better person. It doesn't seem like worried followers have anything to stress about since the couple seems to be on solid ground. Nonetheless, not every Roloff seems to be on great terms. The latest season of showed how was after their falling out. Amy has once again found herself in the middle and was disappointed with her ex-husband's decision to ask for more money. Amy noted how sad she was to see the relationship dissolve between father and son, but at least fans can rest easy knowing she and Chris are still going strong. Little People, Big World. Amy Roloff teases major move with husband Chris Merrick amid farm fallout. Amy Roloff and Chris Merrick have a big move on their minds looking into the future, a couple more years. The Little People, Big World star opened up about her plans to potentially leave the home she shares with her husband in the wake of ex-Matt Roloff's announcement that he had converted the family house on. During an Instagram Q&A session Sunday, Amy answered one follower asking if she would ever want to move to have more/bigger property, by replying, "Chris and I would love to, in a couple more years." Amy's answer came shortly after Matt announced Sunday that a portion of Roloff Farms that he was now off the market with plans to transform it into an Airbnb-style travel destination. "I have decided to pull the small farm off the open market and partner with Itrip Vacations and open the Roloff Farms to everyone and anyone who wants to spend a few nights in the Roloff family home," Roloff wrote on Instagram. "The cost for bookings will depend on demand and the different seasons," he added, promising that more information will be forthcoming soon. "Needless to say, we are scrambling hard behind the scenes, plus running the busy pumpkin patch, to convert, refurnish, the home to be ready for its first guests," he said. "We realize this staycation-style homes aren't for everyone, but it's my hope many families will be able to pull together and have family reunions in this home." Matt also teased that there could be a Roloff family reunion planned at the old house that would bring back together his adult twin sons Zach and Jeremy, daughter Molly, and son Jacob, all of whom he shares with his ex-wife Amy Roloff. Matt's original decision to put part of the family farm up for sale caused major tension in the family as Zach's causing him and his wife, Tori Roloff, to move to Washington. I've been going back and forth about exactly what to do with the north side of the farm, Matt said in a teaser for Little People, Big World's current season. This process has been filled with some emotions and anger. But now, I've got this new plan. If it plays out the way that I hope it does, I think life on the farm is going to change forever. Little People Big World. What to know about Chris and Amy Roloff's wedding. Fans are more than excited about the prospect of watching Amy Roloff walk down the aisle to her knight in shining armor, Chris Merrick, and we're here to talk about that future wedding. TLC fans want to find out everything there is to know about the upcoming nuptials. The wedding is set to take place at Roloff Farms. The TLC network, which includes Matt Roloff, who has diastrophic dysplasia dwarfism, and mom Amy, who has achondroplasia dwarfism. They have 4 children, Molly, Jacob, and fraternal twins, Jeremy and Zach. Zach also has achondroplasia, while the other 3 children are of average height. Since 2016, Matt and Amy's kids have been slowly leaving the show behind. The only ones who remain from the original cast are Zach and his wife, Tori. The current season has shown the couple trying to decide whether to take over the farm, while Zach's mother Amy plans the wedding of her dreams. Fans may feel like they can hear wedding bells in the distance as Amy and Chris start to finalize their plans. The Lovebirds have been together since 2016. They connected at one of Amy's pool parties out at the farm and initially bumped into each other at a paint and sip event, where on his motorcycle. After 3 years of dating, Chris proposed during a ride in September of 2019. The couple has already decided to say, "I do," on the family farm due to COVID-19 restrictions at other venues. Both are looking forward to the views and to enjoying a special day with their family and friends. During the recent episode, cameras followed Amy into the dressing room as she tried on wedding dresses. Even though the final pic wasn't shown, fans believe she will be wearing a dress with capped sleeves, lace, and a bit of a poof. The official wedding date is August 28, 2021, but TLC fans aren't sure if the ceremony will be filmed or not. It is assumed that since their whole love story has been documented. This season, fans of the show have watched as Amy struggled to contain her clutter in her new home. Her fiancé, Chris Merrick, wouldn't agree to set a wedding date until she cleared out space in both the garage and the home office for him. At the time of filming, Chris was still living in his own home and only staying with Amy occasionally. Amy had a hard time letting go of everything she accumulated at the farmhouse after 30 years of living there. Her clutter was overwhelming and even caused viewers to label her a hoarder. But now, it looks like Amy is trying to keep her clutter at bay by selling some of it. The TLC star shared a selfie on social media inside her garage, with tables behind her filled with a variety of items. She told her 1.3 million followers, "What? Garage sale this weekend. Our first one ever. Not sure what we're doing. Good stuff, and maybe find a treasure or two for someone." She also shared some videos on her stories, detailing her and Chris' garage sale. And her first video, she told her followers, "Okay, it's a rainy Friday morning and look at us, getting ready for a garage sale. Chris, hello," as Chris waved and said, "Hello," while he set up for the garage sale. She added, "It's our first one and we don't know what we're doing." She also included the text, "Garage sale our first one" in her second video. Amy included the caption, "Getting set up good stuff for someone." Amy told the camera, "We don't have a lot of stuff, but anyway, it should be fun. So, Hillsboro, come on out. We're having a garage sale. What do we do?" Getting set up. Amy and Chris' garage sale comes on the heels of the couple's in Chris' home state of Idaho. Only 2 months remain now before Amy and Chris tie the knot. According to a source close to the family, the couple decided to get married at Roloff Farms. Initially, Amy was against getting married on her former property where her ex-husband lives. But Chris pointed out all of the advantages there were to tying the knot on the farm. Fans of the show will have to wait and see what the couple's wedding plans include, and it shouldn't be much longer now. Love after heartbreak. Amy Roloff engaged to boyfriend Chris Merrick after nightmare divorce with Matt. Little People, Big World star Amy Roloff is engaged. And her ex-husband shared his surprising reaction to the news exclusively with, "I'm happy for them." Matt, 57, told after his nightmare divorce from Amy, 55, that Amy and got engaged Wednesday night, one day after her 55th birthday. According to "I'm excited, I'm so surprised, I'm thrilled," she told the outlet. "I never in a million years thought I'd be getting married again, but I also hoped for it. Now that it's happening, I couldn't be happier or more excited. As readers know, Amy and Matt divorced in 2015, after 27 years of marriage, amid allegations of infidelity on his side. In her recently published tell-all book, Amy shared with fans her belief that Matt had an inappropriate relationship with current girlfriend for years, while the two were still married. Matt and our farm manager Karen, who had been working for us a number of years by then, seemed to have more than just a working relationship or friendship. I saw messages, pictures, and other things that should not have been shared between people who just worked together and were still married to other people, she wrote. I was devastated. After Matt and Amy divorced, he and Karen publicly came out as a couple. Matt and Amy's separation would trigger a war between the exes, especially over the fate of the family farm. After a lengthy battle, Amy of the iconic property to Matt for a whopping $667,000 to Amy agreed to move out by November, but not before ensuring her young son could have his dream following a temporary fallout with his father. On Saturday, September 7th, Jacob and his girlfriend were with a reception indeed held at the family's famed farm. Almost immediately after, Matt began prepping for a makeover and auctioning off some of his family's belongings. Amy Roloff reveals her rescue dog died 2 days before wedding to Chris Merrick. I'm still so sad. The days leading up to wedding were met with mixed emotions, for the star had lost her beloved rescue dog, Felix, just 2 days before the nuptials. Roloff, 57, opened up about her canine companion's death on her Instagram last week, writing alongside photos of the pup, "This is a hard post for me. I'm not even sure what to say. Why little fella Felix fell suddenly ill and passed away the Thursday before our wedding in August." Roloff continued. "With my wedding 2 days away, I didn't have time to grieve. I was devastated and couldn't believe he was gone." The TLC personality said that even after a month and a half, "I'm still so sad. I miss him so much." She added, "Felix, you will always be the best dog and furry friend. You were loved and always will be." Roloff now husband Chris Merrick on August 28th at Roloff Farms in Hillsboro, Oregon. The wedding was attended by 146 of their closest family and friends, including her 4 children with ex-husband, twin brothers and 31, daughter 28, and youngest son 24. "Our wedding day is a special day, but our marriage is a lifetime together," she previously of her nuptials. "I'll have the rest of my life with Chris, and that makes me smile. Planning a traditional wedding and all that typically goes into that, to what we want to have at our wedding," she added. "Sometimes it felt like the two clashed at times for me. But in the end, it's about the two of us, Chris and I. It's about combining our 2 lives together into one and sharing it with our family and friends." For the ceremony, Roloff also paid tribute to her later mother, by which included a dress from Justin Alexander's Sincerity collection and sparkly pumps. "Why Mom passed away in September 2019, said Roloff. "I got this bracelet when she had passed away. This bracelet came from my great-grandmother, who gave it to my grandmother, who gave it to my mom. And then I got it. So I wore it as a symbol of my mom being with me. And so that was my something old. It's a diamond bracelet with some sapphires." Little People fans slam Amy Roloff and husband Chris Merrick for disgusting casserole dinner in video at home. The latest episode of Little People Big World featured a casserole cook-off battle between married couple Amy Roloff, 57, and Chris Merrick, 55. The episode, appropriately titled A Roloff Party Off, was filmed during the Christmas season and showcases the pair in their holiday pajamas. In it, Amy explains during a confessional that, "Tonight will be a fun night because we've invited our neighbors over for dinner and we're having a casserole cook-off." Chris interrupts, "Slight correction, I just asked if I could make my tater tot casserole for dinner, and you didn't want me to outdo you, so you're the one who said, well, I'm going to make something, you turned it into a challenge." The episode cuts to the Roloff kitchen where Amy and Chris prepare their competing casseroles. Chris questions, "I don't think we've ever cooked competing dishes before, have we?" Amy doesn't answer but instead issues a warning. "Well, you're in my world, so you better be careful." Back in the confessional, Amy and Chris's competitive natures begin to rear their heads as the two trade verbal jabs back and forth. Chris starts the playful banter by saying, "We've got 2 different casseroles going on, my tater tot casserole against her chicken something or other cheesy chicken casserole." Amy quickly corrects. Her husband continues, "Our good friends are going to be the judges. Who will win?" questions Amy, but Chris just snarkily replies, "I hope you don't cry." Later in the episode, the couple's neighbors join them for dinner and, more importantly, the judging. Amy and Chris serve the pair each of their, to some not so appealing, casseroles. Before their friends can dig in, Amy admits that she has more of a tendency to express her competitiveness. "I'm more like, oh no man, bring it on." The neighbors try both dishes, with each getting compliments, but after the tasting, the judging must commence. The couple counts to 3 and then reveals their pick for the winner. On 3, the competition ends in a tie with the wife choosing Amy's casserole and the husband picking Chris's dish. Fans discuss the competition on a popular Little People Big World Reddit page, with many of them thinking Amy